Hi, welcome to Simply Smart Marketing. I'm Marianne Suppressi with What's Up Southwest Florida and Teach Me Social. And today we're going to talk about websites because they are so important to the success of your business. And there's pros and cons to having somebody professionally do it for you or trying to do it yourself. And it boils down to what's going to work best for you and where you're at in the development of your business. So I'm going to go over some of those pros and cons so you can better make a decision that's going to be most effective for you. So let's talk about doing it yourself. Because a lot of people, when they're starting their business, they do not necessarily have enough money to invest in somebody building their website for them. Or maybe they think they don't. It's kind of like it's put on the back burner because there's other things they want to do to invest in their business first. So it's kind of cost effective then to do it yourself. Some of these platforms are relatively inexpensive, if not free. Some of them will do the hosting and everything all at once for you, and you just pay a small monthly fee. So that's the attractiveness to it, is it's cost effective. You have the control and flexibility over what your website says and does, pretty much, within what the parameters of what the website development will do. And you can do it pretty quickly if you're somewhat skilled at this. But that's not always the case. And that becomes the con of doing it yourself. If you're not kind of savvy when it comes to technology, you're going to be spending a lot of time trying to make things work the way you want them to work, but the template isn't necessarily going to let you do that. You may not look very polished when it's done. The colors might be off, or the fonts might be off. I see this a lot. People will use different fonts and lots of colors to get people's attention, and there's no place for their eye to land, so they don't get their message across. The DIY platforms, they're kind of limiting. They're drag and drop, but you can't always get the picture to fit right, or it doesn't have the right font that you want, or the right color to match your logo. So it can kind of, the limiting features can be kind of frustrating. And so because of that, the quality of your site may not be enough that's going to kind of help you convert people to do business with you. So it's something you have to kind of take the time to learn if you're going to do it yourself, and pick the right platform that's going to work best for you. So, I got my notes over here. So hiring a professional is kind of a little bit different. So you've got all the years of experience that the professional has, who already knows the fonts and the colors and what people are looking for and how to develop it so that it does convert. It looks polished when it's all done. So it looks like it's a well-crafted website. The platforms that you build the ones on that a professional uses have a lot more features. There's a lot more plugins for them. If they know code, they can do some customization for you to get it to do what you want it to do. Matching the colors to your logo, all that kind of stuff. And so because of that, you're actually saving some time by having somebody do it for you, and you can focus on those other things that are important to your business. However, the cons are that it costs more, and that's where that's really the biggest conundrum I come across with people. It's the cost. Do we pay somebody or do we not pay somebody? So that's usually the biggest factor. You have to rely and find a trusted developer, because there's a lot out there that are not necessarily ethical all the time. And of course, afterwards, you have the maintenance costs. You have the hosting fees. Maybe you can't maintain it yourself, so you want to make changes. You got to pay somebody to make changes. So you got to kind of weigh all of this out as to what's the best option for you and your business. If you do it yourself, I would say the next thing you do is work towards having a professional. That should be a priority, because you're only going to grow so much. One time I had somebody come in to see me, and we were talking about this. And what I did was, they had a website they did themselves. And then so when I was speaking with them, I said, well, who are your competitors? So we brought up their competitors, and I asked them, okay, let's compare the websites. If you were a consumer looking for this service, which one are you going to go with? And then he realized that he was competing with a lot of people who had professional websites, and so he really needed to have one done. So you want to look at what your competitors are doing and where you're at in the scheme of building your business. So, hey, thanks so much for watching, and we'll be back next week with some more interesting topics when it comes to marketing. Marianne Suppressi, What's Up Southwest Florida, and Teach Me Social, giving you a voice in Southwest Florida.